What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we are here for round number 12 for the Belgian Grand Prix. Today, we're going to be taking on the world as Marduk Motorsport, trying to race with the big boys. That is the aim for today's episode. I've heard that Spa is a good circuit for the player, and I'm looking forward to taking the fight to the AI with some upgrades as well, so it should be pretty spicy. Let's get into it. Right, let's have a look at where we're at with this little old team of ours. We are currently P10 in the driver's standings with Franco Colapinto. We drove as Brendan Lee last time out in Silverstone. A very spicy episode. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. Some definite maneuvers were had between me and Liam Lawson. I'll just leave it at that. Season results, up and down, it must be said. It's highly dependent on car performance at that specific track, whether the car works for that track. And I think, you know, our performance again will be determined by the characteristics of the car at this particular track at Spa. A re-downforce upgrade ready for Spa, which we'll do. We've got some spicy upgrades here. Drag looks pretty good, especially for Spa. Get that in my belly. Chassis, tire wear, and weight reduction. That is beautiful. Which one was the major one? It doesn't say. I'll do one of each. Someone's going to get an OP car this weekend, that's for sure. ECU upgrade complete. Aero development expansion, 900k. We can do that. Chassis breakthrough. This is on phase 2. So, pretty powerful, it must be said. Personnel side. Well, we need to upgrade everywhere, to be honest. But, to be honest, the thing that needs our attention immediately is the breakthrough departments. Colapinto's ahead in the championship. We're going to be driving as Brendan Lee today. I reckon we give the upgrades to Colapinto. We give all the upgrades to Colapinto, and we drive as Lee. As we always have. We drive the slower car. I'm a charitable man. What can I say? Component management. That's us as Lee. Let's see Colapinto. We're going to leave Colapinto with some good part. Why are you into column 5? You've got column 2 and 3 just sitting here. In the last episode, you might have missed it, but we are now pursuing Yuki Tsunoda. We binned off Jarno Opmeer. Brendan was quite convincing in the end to plead his case to stay just a little bit longer. But now he's got fresh competition. So make of that what you will. Corporate facility. Event. Merchandise spike. Okay. Do we want to invest? Recent merchandise demand has exceeded production capacity, and our retail partner needs guidance on managing back orders for scaling production. Should we invest heavily to meet demand or take a more conservative approach? Let's splash the cash. You got to spend money to make money. Give it to me. I have a feeling that we got some good results on the horizon, and people are going to want to buy some Marduk Motorsport merch. That's events time. Research completed.
Okay, boss. Advanced talks have gone well, I must say. We're now at the stage where we can meet face-to-face again with them if you'd like. The agenda today will be trying to reduce some of their expectations to get a better deal for us. And, of course, we can always delay.
I have a feeling that this might be actually signing contract time. I'm not sure. Let's see what he has to say. That doesn't mean we have to do anything. That doesn't mean we have to sign nothing. Look at that. Look at that aura. Man knows he runs the team. Alright, we've just had Brendan back for our second meeting this season. As talks have progressed, we've managed to build up enough rapport. They've reduced their expectations of the team. That should shift the proposed contract terms to be more favorable for us. 160 engineering workforce, 2 fan rating, vehicle performance of 7th. That's actually not good. We're still slowest, or second slowest. So, Brendan probably won't want to sign with the team based on where we're at with the car. Suits me. See you later, buddy. Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Now. There's still a long way to go, and obviously before we sign anything, we need to iron out the details. We still haven't begun formal contract talks. Still just preliminary discussion. I don't want to jinx it, so I'll let you know what happens.
I want to sign like a 80 plus rated driver, I can't lie. For at least one of the... at this stage, let me tell you this. I think one of our drivers is going at the end of this season. Maybe both. I want to have an 80 rating driver sat in my car next season. Whether Colapinto improves, or we sign someone else, or Brendan pulls off a miracle, there will be change. Engine power upgrades. That'll be major for Hungary. Oh. Not Hungary. We've got no choice, really. I don't think that once the part gets developed, it won't be ready for Hungary anyway. It'll be more likely a Monza upgrade. Over to development then. Let's see what we've got to make. Wheel rim covers are done. We're heading to Spa. So we probably want front downforce drag reduction. No. Chassis breakthrough. Unlock a new tier. 1 mil. That's where the money has to go. We have the wheel rim covers equipped to Lee. I thought the other one went to Colapinto already. I'll have that. Yum, yum, yum. Nothing else really to do. Down to 25 resource points as well. Do you guys remember when I first started this career? I was complaining about how easy it was to earn money and resource points. There's so many things to spend everything on, and everyone else develops at a very high rate with our settings that we've got on. That's not really a problem anymore. Anyway, fast forward time. Roll dampers. Of course, the tire upgrade has failed. Of course, the tire upgrade has failed. Front downforce upgrade is on. Do we want to do DRS upgrade? Potentially. That looks like a downforce upgrade. Not going to be ready for this race. What about DRS? Is there anything we can sneak on for Spa? No. Oh, both tire wear upgrades are in the muds. 55k to do both. And they will be done. They will be done before Spa. So that is nice. Sign upgrades. Drag reduction. I'll give it to Colapinto. Please give me money. Please give me money. Please give me money. Is this the this might be the investment for the merch sales. 50. Right. Spend money to only get the same amount of money back. We got some fan rating though. Very good. Anyway, research complete. More upgrades coming in. This is some of the failed developments. Boom. More income, more resource points. Reduce time taken to develop upgrades by 15%. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Yeah, I'm going to go straight for that. Thank you. ERS. That's major. Yeah. All right, let's do single developments. And let's get both of those on for Zandvoort. Wait, one more day until aero breakthrough. Okay. Then we actually can do something. There's so much. Title sponsor research project. The guys that we slagged off last episode, or the episode before. They want to do a research project. The sponsor wants to establish a joint research fund. Sorry. A joint research funds for innovative projects. In exchange, they expect exclusive credit for advancements. Should we accept? Yeah. 50 resource points is nothing. Development expansion for aero. Develop 3 upgrades at the same time. Yes. Thank you. At least on our hard settings that we're running in career modes, we're getting less cash than the AI. The AI is getting increased. We're getting reduced resource points and the AI is getting increased. This is actually a challenge. It seems that they've actually finally, so far, got the balance right in terms of how quickly you can progress, because it's been slow and I've been quite efficient so far. So far it's working as it should, and I like that. Let's go to wheel rim covers and the Belgian Grand Prix. Shall we go to the race weekend then? Because that's been a lot of menus. Wait, what? Oh, I'll have it. Right, Colapinto looks good stat-wise. Brendan does not. So we are driving for Brendan to save his career in today's episodes. Oh, we got a sprint weekend. We have a sprint weekend and some weather. That's going to be spicy. Rain right at the end. Right at the end. So we're going to have to consider our setup and what we do with that going forwards.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Here we go. Let's start the last lap. Here we go. Didn't get back over to the left. That makes this bit awkward. The lap is still live. We didn't lose it. I thought it was going to be track limits. We probably need a bit more front wing. Yeah, we need more downforce. Still need to hit those apexes.
Okay, we've dropped into P4
8 tenths?
now.
8 tenths? Up to P7. Okay, we'll take that. P7 for sprint on the Saturday.
And that's it for
Sonoda on pole with a 141.9 and Max is a second off his teammate. That is crazy.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they've done so well this year, the 11th team, but that means that next year could be that little bit tougher because, as we all know, the better you do, the higher you finish in the championship, the less development time in the wind tunnel you get the following season.
Very good, Crofty, very good. And that's exactly true. You know, they'll have a lot
We're already
more time
struggling, mate.
than teams that have
On
done
paper,
better
we're
than
still
them
the slowest
in the
car,
championship.
and they're
it
still
all
trying to
adds up.
nerf
That
us.
extra time you can spend in
Bruh.
the wind tunnel, that's performance. And the top teams would be loving, wishing that they had that time. But it goes to this team. It hasn't been easy for them, like you say, but there is that silver lining.
Okay. Here we are on the grids. P7. And this little old Marduk Motorsport car. We're going to lower the fuel load a little bit. Maybe 9, just over 9 kilos, 9 laps of fuel. To see us out in this short race. We're going to have a look at the setup. Anything we can change. We did say we wanted more front downforce. Hopefully that doesn't tip the scales too much. I think we're going to run mediums. Because hards will just be a little bit too slow off the start. The times are comparable between the two compounds. So I'm surprised that there's not more variance or any variance in the field because you'll definitely be quicker at the end with hards. But we want to make some early positions. Maybe get Max and Ocon to get a top 5. That would be huge. If my teammate is going to retire from any race, let it be this one. Let it be the sprint. Do not retire from the main Grand Prix, because I feel like with the upgrades we've made, there is some potential that maybe my teammate, by some miracle, could get points in the main Grand Prix. I'm already thinking about that. Let's think about the task at hand, and let's get some points ourselves in the sprint. I'm quite optimistic for what's ahead in this race. Let's do it. Bye, red lights. Feels like I bogged down. We go straight into wheel spin. Right.
Okay, so that's a red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back
What
into the pit.
a mess. I was just shell-shocked. I didn't want to run into anyone. I think I panicked and slammed on the brakes with 53 brake bias. That was it, really. Red flag. Red flag. I'm hoping that I've not got floor damage. It was only front wing damage. That's repairable in this stoppage. So we're going to rejoin at the back.
Right, so
Nothing happened. We've just changed our grid position. That is all. Let's do it again.
wait in just a moment. Stand by.
P6? There's no way! Verstappen's got a 5-second penalty. What is the... There's no logic in that. No one to crash into this time. And I am the least deserving of this, but I'm P2 right now. What? I don't believe that. That's insane. We're now P2. The script is unbelievable. Can we win our first race? Have we got the pace on Sonoda? Let's go ham. I can't lie, I'm a bit shell-shocked with everything that's happened. No battery now. Are we close enough? Here we go. If we get this, we can save all the battery through the middle sector. Sonoda laid under brakes. Oh, we've taken the lead of the Grand Prix! We legitimately lead a race for Marduk Motorsport. Let's go, guys. Full battery save. This was only possible because we crashed. That crash has set up this fight for the win. Can you believe it? We've got decent straight line speeds. We save all our battery and use it in defense. We might be able to stay here. Those upgrades are coming in clutch now. We needed those drag reduction upgrades. I'm glad I was selfish in the end. Colapinto, where is he? Nowhere. He's wasting them. Can we defend this lead? Can we defend when we're the car in front? This is going to be a good test for the rest of the race. Oh no, here he comes. All right. I think he's got DRS still, but we have the slipstream. There it is.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Okay. I'll outbrake you this time. Back into the leads. Good exit, please. Now we'll start to use some battery. Let's see. With a 3/10 margin, I don't think that's enough. And this time, Sonoda will have the slipstream. Can we defend? Can we defend? Can we defend? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. That's enough. That is enough. 2 more times. We've got to do that. Let's focus on exits now. All right. Lovely focus. I reckon maybe we want to go side by side here. Let's see if he backs out. That doesn't give me the margin I was after. 2/10 is nothing. Here he comes. Held off again. Maybe, if anything, we've got a little bit more straight line speed than them. But this time I really need a good exit. I need a good exit out of turn 1.
Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
We'll spin every lap here. Better. That's so much better. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Does he get dirty air through here? Now we'll punch it with all our battery. Punch it with battery. Sometimes you can get a slingshot run by being a little bit further behind, which Sonoda is. Here he comes. To the outsides. Later under brakes. Faster in a straight line. There's nothing Sonoda can do. Oh my god. Job done, job done, job done. Now save. 1 more straight, and it's not as potent for the AI. Calm it down. If we hit every apex, we'll win this race. Save battery. I expose them to more dirty air if they're closer. Now we punch it again. We got full battery. Have I used too much battery at the first half of the lap? That is the question. I think we're going to be okay for deployment. The green bar is dropping. Yeah, we've got this. We got this, guys. Last braking zone. Jeez, the AI made me work for this one. We're going to get our first win in career mode in a sprint race. Come on.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
We won the race because we crashed. We won the race because we crashed and caused a red flag.
Yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix. High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Gonna have to do a recycled run on soft compound tyres. We'll do 3 runs if we can, but this first set is going to get a bit of action doing a couple of runs. Alright, let's see if we can actually string a lap together. See if we can cook. That was somewhat okay. That was lovely slipstream, Alex, but I would have liked to have taken the proper racing line there, mate. Missed the apex a bit, but we're fine. Still got a lot of battery, which we're going to use now. We're going to use it now. Ah, it's an Ellie. That was smart. Purple first sector. All right, up to the line. It's a 42.8. Provisional pole.
One lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Surely not. Surely not. Okay, there we go. Sonoda putting us in our place. 42.7. A lot of people have put times in. My first lap was so good. I don't think I need to do another one on the used tires. They're 6/10 slower anyway, so let's bin those off. And minimum fuel. There's literally no changes I want to do, to be honest. We'll just fast forward time and wait for the track to get a little bit quicker. And here we go. Starting the lap. Lost a 10th in turn 1. Let's hopefully make it up somewhere else. We've got some more time to find. Let's lower the brake bias, be a bit more aggressive with that. In the slipstream of Hulkenberg ahead. Spicy, spicy, spicy. No, the car's unstable. Kicked out the rears a little bit too much first part of that chicane. Down to medium. Let's save a bit of battery. Didn't get the nose in. It's going to hurt us through here. Not ideal, guys. Not ideal. It could genuinely be challenging for pole if we put a lap together. I think our first lap was with a lot of slipstream. First lap was better. We just ran out of battery as well. I think we got blessed with a big slipstream on the first lap. I think on the first straight and the back straight too, if I remember correctly. So it was always going to be a bit tough. Charles Leclerc with a 5-place grid penalty puts us up to P6.
Welcome then, as we take a step back into the nostalgic golden days of motorsport. Spa is unashamedly a throwback, and all the better for it. Climbs, drops, sharp turns, chicanes, sweeping high-speed corners, all while taking in some of the most beautiful scenery that Europe has to offer. This might sound like a travel brochure, but it's not. It's a race day. Welcome along to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
What are we saying in terms of strategy for the AI? We have been given 2 sets of hards for this race, probably affected by the sprint weekends. Colapinto down in second last again, so if nothing, he is consistent. At the front of the field, I couldn't help but notice Esteban Ocon is on pole in a Haas. He's not the only one performing miracles this weekend. We have Sonoda P3 and Brendan Lee in P5 in this car. So, miracles do happen. They're right here in front of us. I think given the starting tyres of those around us, we have to start on the mediums. And I think we go hard to the end of the race from there. Whether it's just one, if we go medium hard to the rain or medium hard to the rain. But we could stretch and go medium hard to the intermediates, potentially. It looks like the mediums and the hards were at a pretty similar rate. Got some options available to us. I think the fuel burn wasn't too bad, so I'm going to go pretty aggressive on this. 22.7. Might have to do some fuel saving. Or may not have to. We will wait and see. In terms of the setup, nothing else to do, really. We're running pretty much the same setup as the sprints, except one click higher on the front and rear downforce. All right, with all that said, let's get this race underway. I'll go a little bit more fuel. And then we're good to go. Realistically, I need to get ahead of Hamilton, Sonoda, and Russell. Ocon will sort himself out, really, with that early pit stop. Ocon is going to back everyone up in that Haas. Surely he hasn't got the pace to stay there.
To form up and get ready for lights out. Let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
I'm looking forward to this one. This should be pretty spicy. I can't believe Ocon is on pole. Granted, there was the odd grid penalty, which helped him get that, but still, it's a pole position nonetheless. I think us little guys need to stick together. Also, don't forget about my teammate starting second last. Got P10 in the sprint. Let's see what he can do in the big boy race. Here we go. Let's not bottle this time. Good start, good start, good start. Ocon has unfortunately lost the leads. We can't let Russell run away. Can't let him run. Oh, that was close. What do we do about Ocon? We can't be too patient with him because we need to get to Russell. Come on, Ocon. Come on, Ocon, go for it! Oy, 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 that was close. I'll sit behind. Ocon should be quicker for the first couple laps. He has got the soft on. Russell looks like he's already broken DRS. If he has, it's go time. It's probably going to be go time anyway. He does have DRS. I'll sit behind again for another lap. I think we're a little bit slower in the race. I think we're a little bit slower now. Part of that down to slightly high downforce. There shouldn't be much of a difference. But we've just got some quick boys out front. Russell's been allowed to scamper away. Now we need to get Ocon. Like, right now. That was a shocking exit from us. How quick is that Haas in a straight line? This will be a good test. No DRS for Ocon. P2. I may need to let a faster car behind go to have a chance at getting Russell. We've got a fine balance to find. We need to undercut Russell, but still have tyres for the end of the race to get to the end, or to get to the rain. And we can't let the soft runners undercut us by too much either. They'll run away. We seem to be similar pace, actually. It's not getting away too much. So the gap is hovering around 1.9 seconds. Just getting a little bit more. Oh, he's retiring! Russell is out! We've been handed this on a platter! There's no way! There's That's so lucky! We lead the Grand Prix again! Oh my word, I wasn't prepared for this. Now we got Leclerc behind. And he's going to be really quick. Oh no, here we go, here we go, here we go. No slipstream though for Leclerc, so he's not going to get a slingshot on us. Do we have enough battery? Oh, this is going to be dodgy.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17.0
Sorry.
seconds.
I grew up in an era watching Max Verstappen. Had to be done. Okay, we know the formula. We know the winning formula from last race. Save battery through the middle sector, deploy on the straights. We don't care about lap time anymore. It's all about track position. When the hell is Leclerc going to box though? He's going to try and undercut us. The thing is, if he goes to hards, we can react. We can box the next lap and probably overcut him because the hards are going to be quite cold on their, out lap. That was interesting. Contacts.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
Side by side. Is Leclerc going to box? I think Leclerc is boxing. There we go. There we go then.
Okay.
I think maybe we respond now. Leclerc's going to have cold tyres. We need to use all our battery. Let's see what Leclerc's gone to. Is that Leclerc? No, that's Hamilton. Leclerc is going to hit traffic, but he's on mediums. He's not going to the end. Leclerc is doing a two-stop. Also, we can't really overcut a fresh medium. So I reckon we stay out and do the one. That changes things. We have to let Leclerc run his strategy. We're going to run ours. Leclerc is going to box again before the rain. And that will knock him out of the race as a factor. We don't want to run too long. Yellow flag.
Okay, clear.
Who's that? Let's get ready to box in case we need to. Hopefully safety car doesn't come out. Hopefully no safety car. If a safety car comes out, we need to beat it out of the pit lane. No safety car. Max! Championship leader!
Okay,
Safety car!
Caution, the safety car's out.
Oh
Keep
my! Max Verstappen is out of the Belgian Grand Prix. We get a safety car, which is going to give us a free pit stop, and I think we're going to rejoin in the lead of the race. This is massive for our race, guys. We're going to go hards to the end of the race, and I think we're going to come out in the lead of the race as well. Leclerc is the effective race leader, but it's going to be close with us as to where we rejoin. I need to push this delta. What's the rejoin saying? It should say on my wheel. Pit rejoin. P8. Colapinto. Oh, guys. Oh, my words. Surely everyone's going to box. Surely everyone is going to box when we come around this lap. Leclerc will stay up and he'll have older tyres. And in the box we go. That was unbelievably close to getting a drive-through. With 10 seconds. Okay, we're going to have the lead of the race.
One stop
Wow.
left.
Wow, 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 wow. Hello, safety car. Franco should stand to gain a bit from this as well. There'll be teams double stacking. And Franco stopping under safety car too. Here's my teammate. Any double stacks? No. Please go hards. Please go hards. Please go hards. Please go hards. That's not quite the strategy I'd go for. Very good.
Moment.
And even still, with this safety car, this is, a few laps that we're now going to get at cruising speed. It's just going to take the edge off. We'll take the load off these tyres. And it'll just make it that much easier to get to the end. Because we would have boxed probably this lap under green flag running anyway. And now we're getting a few easy laps under safety car to help get us to the end of the race. So this is prime position for us right now. Norris is stopping again. Medium, medium. Albon hasn't stopped. Medium, medium for Alonso. I think Leclerc could I don't know. Safety car will definitely help. Hamilton is going to the end. Definitely some people in front of Franco who need to stop again. So Franco is not in a terrible position. If he can gain some positions, get an undercut, who knows? Who knows? But I really wish he went hards. That would have made me happy. Safety car is in this lap. These hards are going to be a bit tricky to warm up. I can't lie. How long do I wait? How long do I wait? How long do I wait? Probably ran at the worst time, actually. I should have went earlier. Looked like I got a good launch. If I went at the traction zone of the last corner, Tsunoda was kind of sleeping. I waited for him to catch up, and then I went. That was so stupid. Anyway, we're away. Tsunoda's got soft compound tyres on, and is definitely boxing before the end of this race. We're racing the medium runners. Well, not even racing Norris, to be honest. He's done medium. Our next nearest threat is Alonso or Leclerc. I would like to keep Tsunoda behind because I don't want him to build a pit stop on me on hards. So let's defend this position. Still P1. Lovely stuff. In control. Oh! What was that? Dirty air? Mistake? Both? Oh, just a weird correction. Set intermediate tires. Wasn't the ideal time to say that. All right, into overtake. Here comes Norris. I think I want to help Tsunoda. Come on, Tsunoda, stay with me. We don't want a McLaren to get into P1. Leave the space to Norris. Lovely stuff. Good racing. We're going to have some good battles today. There's no point trying to stretch ourselves right now to get away because the mediums and the softs are just going to be quicker. We're kind of saving tires, warming them up gently. And then in a few laps, once the crossover happens, that's when we can push the brake outside of 1 second of DRS. Maybe couple that with a mistake from someone behind or some battling. That's when it makes sense to push. But for now we just save battery and just try and keep ourselves here. No lockups, no wheel spins. That's the best thing we can do right now. All right, this is going to be a good test. McLaren is the quickest car, but they're not the quickest in a straight line. Let's see what they can do. I've got lots of battery to use if need be. Trying to keep him out of slipstream. To the outsides. Nice. P1, baby! Oh, actually, Norris doesn't need to stop again. Norris can take these mediums to the rain, and then the two compound tyre rule doesn't matter. So I actually can't get complacent around the medium runners. If it doesn't rain, then yeah, Norris will have to stop.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Still no rain. I mean, that suits us. We're kind of covered either way. If it rains, if it doesn't rain, we put ourselves in the best position. Colapinto's in.
Okay.
Here we go again. It's got a good run on me. That's late under brakes. That is late under brakes. Because of our higher downforce, we can afford to do that. But yeah, my teammate's boxed. I don't think he's found free air. A lot of other people have also done the same thing, so it's not ideal. Nice and calm. Keep the tires. We lead the Grand Prix. Everyone came in. Everyone came in there. Hamilton's going to the end, like us, surely. Car behind.
That's Hamilton behind, and the time last lap, 1 minute 46.5. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
Wow. Okay, Hamilton's stopping again. I don't want it to rain. I do not want it to rain. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty good right now. We're staying out. We're staying out to the end of the race. I'm happy to chance this. We do have another set of hards if need be. Case of a safety car or red flag. But I back myself to stay out until the end, I think. The tyres will be a bit scared. Hamilton boxes! That is not the play. That is not the play. Hamilton's tyres are only on 20%. The same as me. That is a waste of a tyre. That is a waste of a tyre. 6 laps to go. The thing is, Spa is a really short pit stop transition time. Let me show you. Hamilton is in. It's only like 15 seconds. 15 to 18 seconds to do a whole pit stop and come out again. And on fresh tyres, they will be rapid. They probably will catch us. Super long lap, fresh tyres, faster cars. There's a very good chance that they catch us. 20 seconds. Oh, they're on hards as well, actually. That makes it less likely. But still, no intention to box yet. And still lapping pretty close to my personal best, so the tyres aren't bad. Here they come. That's only 1 second, though. That's only 1 second, 1.1 seconds quicker. Yeah, this pace is fine. This pace is absolutely fine. They need to be like 3 or 4 seconds a lap quicker than us now to catch. Don't let this race fool you. We are still very much a little bit mudded for pace on F125. Alright, maybe I'll push for fastest lap this lap. I don't think I'll get it because I got older tyres, so we'll see. Here goes nothing. We have pulled away by nearly a second this lap. To the line, it's a 46.5. Tyres just a bit too dead. If we push that hard at the start of the race, or the start of the stint, maybe. But at 40%, you can't expect miracles. I can't believe the rain just stayed away as well. You know, the forecast can be wrong, especially on approximate. But that's been completely off. No rain to speak of. It forced everyone on weird strategies to do their second stop to meet the criteria of using both dry compounds. Maybe some others were risking it, waiting for the rain. The likes of Lando Norris and others didn't quite get there in the end. But we had everyone covered. Safety car came out at near the perfect time for us. Got a bit lucky with the Russell retirement. I think without that, Russell probably wins the Grand Prix. Or does he? Maybe we would have re-overtaken him with the safety car. We qualified well, showed pace all weekend, won the sprint, and we're going to win the feature as well. We've only got a podium so far in this little team called Marduk Motorsport, which we established this season. Driving as Brendan Lee, we're going to get our first proper race win. P1, baby! Let's go!
Awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
I think we're going to have some talks about next season. Contract negotiations coming at the perfect time.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it. And that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
GG's. G flipping G's. How have we won in this car? I have absolutely no idea. Brendan Lee retires from F1 Esports at the end of last year. Comes into F1, into real racing, and wins in the pinnacle at the Belgian Grand Prix. Doesn't really get much better than that. Winning at a proper driver's circuit too. First time on the top step of the podium. His first podium as well. The other podium we got was with Covapinto. So, yeah, huge W for the team. That is almost certainly going to propel us ahead of Williams in the Constructors. Yeah, Williams nowhere to be seen. I would have thought this would be a track for them to get big points, but nothing from Albon, nothing from Sainz. That is a horrendous weekend for Williams, and that is going to put us ahead and into the top 5 in the Constructors. We're going to get absolutely shafted with the CFD and wind tunnel time, by the way. So trying to actually upgrade the car past any other teams is going to be quite tricky. But driver standings, Brendan Lee shoots past his teammate and goes into the top 8. 55 points ahead of Antonelli, ahead of Albon, ahead of Carlos Sainz and Franco Colapinto. That is a very good weekend in my books. And yeah. We'll wait and see when AI-controlled Brendan is back in the car, but that's certainly a good omen for next season. Anyway, guys, that has been a very long-winded Belgian Grand Prix. We had the sprint race, sprint qualifying, and the main race. And in every session, our car was quick. I kind of had a feeling we'd be able to pull this off with low wings. And yeah, we had the pace to back it up on track as well. So yeah, unbelievable result. I don't know where we go from here. Next race is Hungary. Who knows what the pace is going to be there. It's a low speed, high downforce circuit, so could be completely different to what we're seeing here. I imagine we're probably going to go back to reality, back to the muds, but that is a huge amount of momentum for us for the rest of this season. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. And I'll see you guys next time for more My Team.